with Coach Wickline, from the time I've been there to now, I've saw it's him. It's like with our strength conditioning coach, Coach Glass. He he'll work out a certain group like Devin Davis. When I first got there last year, like me and him were roommates, but it wasn't no secret. Devin had the worst feet. He was undersized. He was like 6'7", 6'8". He wasn't that heavy, nor that strong. I mean, he just needed work. Now he's our starting left tackle. He's getting better. His feet is getting better and better. He's benching over 400 pounds now. He's up to 300 weight-wise. He's just turned him into a freak. And then you have Coach Wickline working on his technique, and it's like he's the difference. He's really the difference. He's a great coach.
So it's not magic, it's process.
Yeah, it's always a process. I know a lot of people get recruited and get offered on their potential, and they bring people to their potential, and I really believe that. He's not my position coach, but he's a pretty good one.
The coaches with the facilities and resources available, is that the key in development at Oklahoma State?
It has something to do with it, but the coaches are. See, the facilities is what gets the attention. I think it is, because a lot of people are coming from nothing or from a little. It really helps for them to come and knowing that that's what they can be a part of. It feels good knowing, and then knowing that you have a great coaching staff, somebody who's actually going to support you and help you when you need it, and make sure you're doing the right thing to actually graduate. That's what a lot of people don't think about, but our coaching staff does. That's always good. That's all. That's really the sealing deal, knowing that these coaches actually care about you.
Talk a little football, the defensive line. You have to have a little nastiness down there?
I feel like if you're anybody's defensive line, you have to be. You're always going to be undersized. I mean, I'm 299, 6'2". 9 times the guard from Mississippi State, I think he's about 6'4", like 310, maybe even bigger than that. He's huge. He's supposed to win. If I'm 6'2", 290, 300, he's supposed to win. But I don't plan on losing, and that comes with attitude. That's just any defensive line. You're probably not going to be bigger than who you're going against.
What's the attitude of the defensive line at Oklahoma State?
We just want to be the best, and we want to win at all costs, whatever it takes. I mean, we want to keep everything legal as possible, but at the end of the day, we're going to come off the ball and hit you in the mouth.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about Calvin Barnett, Defensive Player of the Year, coming back, preseason all-conference. Who are some of the other guys up front with you that you've been, in the trenches all spring, all summer, trying to get better?
First off, James Castman is somebody whose name's been out there. He's just a year younger, but I expect him to make a lot of plays this year. Ty Johnson's another one who's returning. I just know Ty, he's just so hungry for everything. I know he's gonna make a difference. Jimmy Beam and Sam Wren, Trace Clark too. I just can't wait to see what they're really gonna do. Trace didn't play much last year. Jimmy hasn't played much at all. Sam Wren is his first year in Division I. I just can't wait to see what they're really gonna do.
How has Joe Bob and Eric Henderson? How's that relationship been with the players?
It's been real good. At first, it was a big change for us because Coach Young, I mean, there's no secret, he's much older than Coach Clemens. But at the end of Coach Clemens got a lot more fire by him being younger, so it was hard for all of us to adjust. Coach Clemens doesn't care if you're the star, or if you're the worst player, or whatever it is. You're gonna do what he says to do, and he'll make sure you figure that out real quick. And then with Coach Henderson, since he's as young as he is, it makes it real good because he relates, but he's actually been to the NFL, so he really knows what they're looking for and what's going to help us get there. So that's a good coaching tandem for us to have on the defensive line.
What do you expect to get out of your senior year?
I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't been asked that.
What have you been working on all summer? What do you this season?
I'm just trying to get even better. Week in and week out, get better. But I still have to be more of a student to the game. I have, but I feel like there's more time that I can put in just some of this film watching. I think that I have more than I've been doing. I watch it all the time, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get tired of it. But I think I can do it even more, which is something I need to do.
Is this team athletic and talented?
Of course we are. We wouldn't even be in an argue to be number one or whatever we are if we wasn't talented and things like that.
So have good leadership?
Yeah, I think we have good leaders. I think we have great leaders. We have the kind of leaders that don't mind getting on the other leaders' butt. And those are the ones you need, because there are a lot of leaders. Like when I was in high school, I was a leader, and there was other leaders. If I would do something, no one would say anything to me. And there was a difference. Now, if I do something, I know I'm going to have people like Sean Lewis, Tracy Moore, Clint Shells, Josh Stewart, Daytwan Lowe. They're all going to say something to me. So it's not even, if I was to do something now that I wouldn't need to do, I'm not worried about the rest of the team. I'm going to worry about hearing it for them, because they're the ones who's really going to let me have it. So that's the good part about it.